With us today is a company that is familiar with bringing dreams to reality, Rocket. They've been helping people turn their dream homes into their real homes for the last 39 years. To talk about how Twilio helps them innovate at lightning-fast speeds, please welcome the Executive Vice President of Engineering at Rocket, Papani Okai.
Please welcome Rocket EVP, Product Engineering, Papani Okai.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Yeah? Feels so good to be back in the Bay. It's an absolute honor to be with you here today. I am super excited to share how Rocket has partnered with Twilio and how we have transformed the way we communicate with our clients and each other, all in service of our grand mission of helping everyone home. Now, before I continue, Rocket specifically, our focus is in delivering delightful, secure experiences for our clients, like yourselves and customers, as well as our team members. And our team members include loan agents, loan officers, bankers, brokers, engineers, data scientists, and all the various disciplines you can think about. But before I continue, let me clear something out. No, we don't build rocket engines, at least not yet. But what we do is fuel a different type of dream, the dream of home ownership. Now, how many of you watch the Super Bowl commercials? By raise of hands. Awesome. And how many of you watched the Rocket Super Bowl commercial? Fantastic. Do you remember that emotional moment when you saw our commercial, how it made you feel? That moment, that is the dream we're trying to bring to life. Own the dream is what we proudly say at Rocket. Now, our mission is bold and very simple. Help everyone home. But you might be wondering, what does that actually mean? What is the purpose? Well, it's very simple. We truly believe that everybody has a shot at a very prosperous life. And we also believe that the American dream is not dead. And that's why we do what we do. Now, when you think about a home, what comes to your mind? Security, memories, both good and bad, pride of home ownership, happiness, stress, money, maintenance. Buying a home is one of the most important, most emotional, and complex decisions a person like you and me will ever make. From searching a home, from finding finances for the home, and then servicing of the home. But to do that right, communication systems need to be seamless, secure, and human-centric. When you think about it, all living creatures communicate in some fashion, either through body movements, facial expressions, and of course, sound. As humans, we've added another medium, text messages, emails, SMS, RCS, smoke signals. Who uses smoke signals? I do. But of course, we've also added AI on top of all these things, leveraging AI, which is actually fantastic. So at Rocket, as we began to go on this bold mission and we started to scale, we ran into a few big challenges. Our communication platforms were very, very segmented. Our call routing logic was inconsistent. And again, our client experience would vary depending on the tool that was being used. We couldn't really personalize the way we needed to and wanted to. We needed a platform that really could feel as if it's easy to integrate with our custom systems. Feel as if when we build solutions, it felt like Rocket, for Rocket. But most importantly, enable us to design systems and experiences for our clients that met them where they are. And that is why we partner with Twilio. Together, we built a solution called Banana Phone. You can see it right there. Oh, thank you. But you might be wondering, what the hell is a banana phone, right? Let's take a step back. I think many of you have children. When you give a child a banana, what do? Exactly. So one of our engineers, thinking he was so smart, well, he is smart, he is, decided to code name it Banana Phone. Unfortunately, the name stuck. So that's the actual name of it right now. And you know, as engineers and builders, we are terrible at naming things. But yeah, you can see my code, I can tell you. But anyway, I digress. But Banana Phone is our end-to-end communication platform built entirely on the Twilio infrastructure. As of today, and we begin to ramp, every single day we have roughly about 100,000 outbound text messages, over 50,000 inbound text messages, around 70,000 to 80,000 outbound calls, and right now only 400 inbound calls. But the goal is to, by the end of the year, the end of June, my team is going to kill me for saying that. By the end of June, to have outbound calls out by about 24,000. So we're really, really, really investing in the ecosystem. But it's not just a phone system. I want to make sure that we're all clear. This is more of a real-time intelligent communications hub. We leverage many of the Twilio capabilities like Twilio Voice, Twilio SMS, Segment, Lookup, Verify, and we're playing around with Voice AI. And this is all being built on top of petabytes of data that we have. We have a lot of data. And as you know, we've done some acquisitions lately. So you know that even the data is going to be even more and more. Now, hopefully nobody here is wondering why we built our own thing, because we're all builders here. But I'm sure some of our folks are thinking, why did we even think about this? Well, it's very simple. We started to use some of our old CCaaS systems. And I'm not going to mention their names because they're probably in the audience right now. But when you think about it, we ran into a lot of problems again. And when you think about it, what happens? What are the common themes that you run into? We had to use their custom UI when we were trying to simplify our UI into our own custom way. We were forced to replicate data onto multiple platforms, including theirs. We couldn't integrate into our systems using real-time data, and it was inflexible from a routing logic point of view. And when you think about that, there's also additional costs from training, licensing, and we started to ask ourselves, why are we doing this? Does this make any sense? So, a bunch of smart folks, including designers, product managers, engineers, got together and started thinking about it. And obviously, we started thinking about who could we partner with. Obviously, Twilio came to mind. I think everybody here is here because of that reason. And so we decided to go on a new journey of building CPaaS. And to be honest, it was the best decision we ever made. It changed everything. We could not only build things faster because we could do things from quarters to now months and weeks. We're able to test things locally really quickly in a matter of days. And we're able to finally connect with our core systems ourselves. And finally, we didn't have to replicate our data on platforms. The most important part, though, is that we could tap into the ever-growing ecosystem of AI for voice AI and chat, and that is the big win. So for us, the CPaaS way was the right thing to do, and we avoided paying things that we didn't want to use. To me and our entire team, that is the power of a developer-first platform. That is the power of Twilio. With Twilio, thank you. With Twilio, we didn't just solve our problems. We actually unlocked potential. And here are some of the key wins, I think, and the team believes that we've done. One, API flexibility. We weren't boxed in. In the old systems, you were always boxed into the APIs. We could generate our own. We could work with our own stack. Two, speed of innovation, leveraging AI, because we have data, real-time data, our own proprietary data. We're able to train our systems to be smarter. And finally, the ability to use our own user experiences. Every call, every text message, every moment now feels like rocket. That level of control makes all the difference. So, you might be wondering, what are we doing next? Well, we're looking at a bunch of different things and investing in a bunch of different areas. The first thing is scaling, right? Scaling the inbound calls to unify our conversion loop so it's consistent across the ecosystem. Secondly, fully implement Twilio Segment so we can orchestrate data across all the various channels in real time. And finally, really leverage the capability to build experiences that feel like rocket. Essentially, make every interaction more personal and more powerful. So, as you can see, we're doing a lot of great things. At Rocket, our mission is rooted in people, and Twilio has helped us meet them at the most important parts of their lives. It's not just about home ownership. It's about trust, it's about clarity, it's about communication. And together, we're making the dream come true for everybody. Thank you very much.